Welcome everyone to the stream today. A early morning start this new year. In YouTube, Twitter, Daily Motion, and more. Should be a few more. If I haven't mentioned it, my apologies. If you have any questions on this call, or you have any questions that you want to send in on videos that you'd like made that will support your business in your sales and marketing, send me a message either through the website. You can go to cindogmedia.com and send a message directly from there. You can email me at contact@cindogmedia.com or SMS, phone, or WhatsApp +61 426 794 189. So where to get started in tracking sales calls? We did a whole series on, how do you make sales calls. In this video, we're going to look at what are some of the basic things you can start to track to give some some so you can analyze how you're going in it rather than just calling off the cuff, which you can do and which we're going to do in our marketing pulse today. If you don't do any calls at all, that's the place to start. Just start doing it, right? However, as you get a little bit more advanced, or if you want to go from the start, having some kind of foundation to track things. Remember, anything that you track, it's going to improve because you're going to see what are the little things that you're doing that's not quite right. What are the little things that you can improve on? If you don't have visibility on that, how do you improve? So the best way to start doing it, whether it be your exercise or what you do with your finances, to what you're doing with your sales calls and your marketing effort. If you can track that on a spreadsheet, a simple spreadsheet, the one we'll look at, it did start off simple, but I've put in a little bit extra detail for those who want to have that detail. Obviously, you can simplify that down as much as you want, and then expand on it as you start to expand that process of making those calls. So let's get into it. I will now endeavor to find our spreadsheet amongst the 1,000 different windows we've got open. And I'm going to share it right here so you can have a look at it. I will make a copy of this available so you can just download it and use it. How's that? I think that will be helpful. So I am sharing this now. So this is a basic spreadsheet that I've created. You may be able to find some others online, which probably don't have as much detail. You could probably download a copy from somewhere. Just run a search for sales calls, tracking sheet. There's numerous available, but I put in a little bit extra detail, which I think will help. So let's go through what you'd want to do when you're making those calls. So business name, I would write that down, just so you're familiar with it. Say it out a couple of times before you make the call. So it comes out naturally. Products and services, list the products or services, names of the products and services that the business offers. List the phone number or numbers of the business. There might be multiple numbers. List those down. So you might, when you're, this is probably preliminary planning before you actually make the call. Go to their website, get those numbers and put them in. You may purchase a list online. Now there's numerous available. There's one that I was looking at, which seems to have gone down. However, there's numerous lists that you can purchase business numbers. We won't go into the cold calling laws today. There are certain restrictions and all that kind of stuff you need to be aware of. Obviously, you can't spam call people. However, if it's a listed business, there's nothing stopping you from calling and making contact. So list the phone numbers. The next is the email address. There might be numerous email addresses, so list that down. their website. Have a look at their website before you make the call. A quick look, quick scan to see what they do. Because as you're talking to someone, things may come up, and it's a natural flow of the conversation if you're aware of these things. List the names of the people you spoke with, and their designated roles. Now, this is the important one, and if you go through the sales call script that we went through as well in the series of 10 videos, I would have mentioned this, and this is important because when you first make that call, you're going to talk to what's called the gatekeeper, or the person who looks after the business, the admin side of it. It's really important you establish some rapport, write down their name, write down what they do, because this is the first person you're going to get every time you call. So it's important you don't get on the wrong side of, talking to this person. Aim to make friends if you can. Be as friendly and forthright as possible. So write down their name. Remember, they're a person. They're a human being. So make contact. Be nice. Be courteous. If they're busy, maybe leave them alone. It depends on the call, right? You're not trying to push your way through. So we're not going to go through the tactics of making the call today. We covered that already. However, in this, write down their name, write down their designation, what their role is, so you have it on file. So next time you phone, you can say, "Hey, hi John, hi Brenda," whoever it is on the call on the other end. You can talk to them on their first name basis. Remember, the most important word in a person's vocabulary is their own name. All right. This is the one thing that gets their attention. So if you're able to figure out what that name is, make sure you ask for their name. Introduce yourself by your first name. So pain points, problems. Listen carefully and determine what the problems the customer is having in their business, and note them down. Now, you're not going to ask them, what are your pain points and what are your problems in your business. This is something you're going to need to listen for. So active listening is really important here. So make sure you listen for those points and write them down. Generally all these kind of things would have come in the notes section, but I've separated it out so you've got a place to put them. Date and time of the call. Write down the date and as well as the start time of the call and when you finish the call, and from that determine the length of the call, how long you spoke for. This will come in handy later on. So if you're looking at, you're spending half an hour on a call, make sure it's being productive. You're not just talking about stuff. Great, you establish rapport, but you've also got to you've got to make sure you utilize the time. You may only have an hour to make calls. So if you're spending half an hour on one call, unless it's actually leading to a sale, then you've got to kind of weigh up, well, am I making these calls for a social outlet, or am I making it for making sales? That's not to say you're not going to be friendly. It's more of a productivity tool or a metric here. Important notes, write down any other details of the business or when the decision makers are available to speak here. So any other important notes. So there's nothing specific I'm going to mention other than decision makers here, but there might be other things. The business just got restructured. It's just been taken over, or important things that will come in handy later on. You'd want to note down here. Discovery session booking. If the customer, on the first call or the second call, they agree to go for a discovery session with your delivery team, or the pre-delivery team, or whoever's talking to them for that discovery session, then write that down. Write the times that they're available so you can make that appointment. And then finally, the next steps. What are the logical next steps? Is it sending them an email with your details saying, "Hey, we've spoken today. I'll phone back when Catherine is available next week. These are my details. If there's any change or Catherine is able to speak to me earlier, then please let me know. Or hey, here's a PDF of the information that we spoke about. I just wanted to share that so your team can have a look, and when we speak next week, we're very clear on what we're offering, and then we can go from there. So whatever those next logical steps are, write them down, because that will be your actions to take after the call. It might be to find out about a product or service, more details about a product or service that you're offering that you weren't able to answer the customer's questions on. So that's it. That's the spreadsheet. I'm going to make this, put this on a online share, Google Drive, whatever it is, and share this with you so you can just download it and start using it. If this video is of use, you found some value from it, please share it on your social stream, share it with your friends, family, or colleagues so they can, if they're going to benefit from it. Give us a like, a thumbs up on the video. That will be a great way of supporting these videos that we do. If you need some support on this, whether it be sales calls tracking, someone to make the sales calls, or to map out that process of what to do with sales calls, or anything sales or marketing related, we also do a vast gamut of products or service, including content, so video, graphics, emails, setting up email templates. If you need a way to build and design your website, all those things, graphic design, whatever creative related, have a look at our website. I'll just minimize this screen so I can show you. Go to cindogmedia.com and you can see our products or services there. I will also point out, in terms of tracking and keeping notes, I'll bring this in here. Let me just go to the right one. Okay, so we use a tool called High Level, and I've spoken about this before. There we go. That's the social media posting. This has a number of different products, different capabilities within it. One thing you can do is actually track your opportunities in here. So I've just created a sample here. So all these things that we spoke about on the spreadsheet, you can actually track it in here. So you can book in an appointment. You can add in tasks, what you're going to do next. We have that on the spreadsheet as the next steps. Any notes you can put in here. So example, sample note, and then you go add note, and then it'll put in the date and time you created the note. So if we go back here, you can add in, add another new note here on another day when you make the call. So this is a really, I guess, a cost-effective tool. When I say cost-effective, it starts at $97 US a month. If you get it for the whole year, I believe it's you get a couple of months off. Need to check the details of that, but what it does is it gives you leverage on being able to manage all these sales and marketing activities in one platform rather than having multiple platforms. Hence, you end up saving. You spend 1/4 of what you do if you're spending on a few different services to do the same thing. For example, social media management, sending emails, setting up websites. So we've actually dedicated a whole page here on what High Level does, and that's why we're using it, so we can speak authentically. It's got a CRM, it's got funnels, courses, email, chat stream, so you consolidate all your chats into one. Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it is, your SMSs will come into that chat stream. Websites, we mentioned the social media manager, landing page, phone systems, payments, voicemail, SMS drops, and analytics. So we've got a couple of packages here, a lot of testimonials of people and businesses who've used it. The starter package is $97 US a month. If you need our support on this, if you need us for us at cindog to manage it on your behalf, it's $9.97 a month, and the details of what we do for that we will discuss in a discovery call ourselves with you. There is also a unlimited package, which is you do it yourself at $2.97 a month. It just includes a lot more, all the bells and whistles of high level. And then for us to manage it on your behalf, it's $1,797 US a month. So have a look at those. I wanted to mention that because that is probably the next logical step from it could be a preliminary step. If you want to start with being able to manage all this stuff very, very clearly, having that record of things rather than just a spreadsheet, this is the way to go, right? However, there's nothing stopping you from starting sales calls today. We're going to put out a marketing pulse a little bit later on at around 12 p.m. For you, give you some inspiration to do that. So look out for that. Download this spreadsheet if you're going to make those calls. Today's action will be pretty simple, so you may not need the spreadsheet, but I'll make the spreadsheet available. So thanks for joining in. If you need to get in contact with me, again, our contact details are contact. Our email is contact@cindogmedia.com. My phone that you can connect on is +61 426 794 189, or you can simply go to our website here and then click this icon, and then you can say send us a message there, and I will get it directly on my phone. And this is also something that this feature comes with High Level. So I can't stop speaking highly of High Level. What can I do? So thanks for joining in. Look forward to catching you tomorrow. We'll speak more on money and time-saving marketing and sales tips from cindog Media.